Hello everybody and welcome back to Gran Turismo 4. Last time we took on the Japanese Compact Cup and ran out of things to do with the B license in the Japanese events. In this episode we're going to be taking on the A license events, well one of them, with the 80s festival. With this, one of the original Nissan Skylines GTRs. It's in a really good red color, looks pretty good. And already off the bat, it's got almost 300 horsepower, which is already really good compared to most other cars that I could be using. But to make it just a tiny bit better, I'm going to slap a Stage 1 turbo on it, just because I think we could make this a little bit better. So let's see. Stage 1 turbo, let's equip it. And also, before we start, I'm going to remember to actually do it this time. I'm going to remember to go to the auto shop and actually change the oil to get that extra horsepower. I don't think I've shown it yet, but I can show it real quick. So this car had like 290 something horsepower, right? Let me check real quick. Sorry about that, but yeah, 296 horsepower. So now we're gonna go to GT Auto. I'm going to change the oil on this. So oil change cost about, I want to say 50? Yeah, 50 credits. Let's see, oil change in progress. And then oil change complete. I think I'm also just gonna showcase GT Auto real quick, just because I think it's like a part I'd never bothered to even show like in the first few episodes. I should probably get to covering it. So in GT Auto, you can change your oil, which will just gives you extra horsepower. The car wash, I don't think really has a real reason. It's just kind of there to make your car look a tiny bit better. Also, because it's a pretty cool animation. Some guys wiping down your car. You know how it is. Wash and complete. Sparkling clean GTR. And then our next thing is going to be, the next two are cosmetic only. Well, not really the wing, because this is for downforce. But the rims pretty much are only for cosmetics. We can only put on standard or sport, because that's all we have on this. Let me check out today's special. 9 brands to pick from. I think I'm gonna go back and pick a specific brand. Specifically, I'm thinking Yokohama. And let's see what options they have here. Maybe like a red. Maybe that red one right here. Kind of fit with the car. And it wasn't been purchased and fit. The old wheels have been traded in. And last but not least is the wing shop. Probably the most useful one out of here, because it can give you a lot of downforce if you know how to tune this right. Let's see. Let me do. Like for this one, I'm gonna do a straight type. But which one? I'll just go with the first. And now, with that, we have GT Auto shown off and completely shown off. There's nothing else to GT Auto, but it's a cool little part. And then if we go to home, then we're going to check out the horsepower. 327. Almost 30 horsepower from an oil change. That is an insane value that I cannot implore you enough to actually go do before you get cars. Whenever you pick up a used car and you're going to use it before a championship or like an event, go get the oil change. It will give you extra horsepower for super cheap. I have just been forgetting to do it because I have been just going straight to the races. But for this one, it's 80s cars only. Well, and it's 80 cars only. Pretty long races. So I think the only new track on here is Suzuka. So I will see you guys whenever you get to Suzuka.
being said? What's in your head? What's in the words that we believe? Pop to the sound, drop what you got, 'cause it's a song inside of me. I can see your face, I can feel the sea. I see that it's a part of me. Let's break the trance, let's make them dance and see what we are meant to be. What's being said? What's in your head? What's in the words that we believe? Pop to the sound, drop what you got, 'cause it's a song inside of me. I can see your face, I can feel the sea. I see that it's a part of me. Let's break the trance, let's make them dance and see what we are meant to be.
So welcome to Suzuka Circuit. This is not the East Course, this is the full track of Suzuka Circuit. And as you can see, it's going to be a lot more complicated than the East Course. Look at it. So you have the East Course as the first part you go through, but then right after that, take a turn, and it becomes complicated from there. It's one of the longer courses in the game, and there's a reason why this is only like 2 laps compared to like 3 or 5 that we've had in the past couple of tracks in this event. And I'm sure you saw it in the footage, but that last race was giving me a lot of trouble. I don't know what it was, but specifically the Toyota MR2, I want to say, which is a really difficult opponent to actually beat. Alright, so now we're on the full course. Already, we're starting out with a pretty big turn. Take a right up here pretty soon. And then we're going to go on a hairpin turn, pretty sure. I don't know what I'm talking about, so I don't know track, I don't know how to talk exactly, track lingo, so I don't know if there's actually a hairpin turn or not, but it does not matter. Alright, so now we're going to hit a big curve up here. Also, I don't know if you heard that in the music, but that sounds like the Mayday like back sound effect. I don't know why that came into my mind right now, but it did. The melee back out sound effect. It sounds like that. I don't know why. I don't know why it sounds like that, but you know what? It's pretty cool if you ask me. I'm trying to concentrate right now because the full course, if you fuck up on the full course, then you're gonna have to like, okay. Then you have to restart this long ass track. Okay. Thankfully they're like a few seconds behind me, so I have time to catch up or get back on the track. So as you can see, it's about like 3 minutes to complete an entire lap of the Suzuka Full Course. It's not as long as some of the other, like one other track I can think of. I think it's only one track beats this in terms of length, which is Nürburgring. And luckily we have not had a Nürburgring race yet. I don't know when the first one is actually going to come up, but luckily it's only been in license tests. But anyways, I think Suzuka Circuit, about like 2.5 minutes to complete on the full course. Alright, we're almost back to the big curve. We're almost 10 seconds ahead of this guy in front, behind us. This car is really good, except for in the last race though. I don't know what happened the last race, but this car could not keep up with the MR2 that was in there. I don't know what the hell was in that MR2, but it was super fucking fast for no reason. Alright, now we're on the home stretch of Suzuka. All we got left is just one turn, one curve, and then we'll be good. And we took it almost perfectly. Ooh, this is rough right here. Then finish. Yeah, we're done with this event now. So let's see what Japanese cars from the 80s we're gonna get now. So for this, we get $15,000. Very little money spent. We actually made a profit this video. Hopefully we'll get back to where we were. But in the meantime, let's see what car we get. So, for completing the Japanese 80s festival, we get ourselves a Mitsubishi HSR2 Concept 89. This is a car I genuinely have not seen in this game. But, let's go see what the stats are on this thing. So if we go back to the garage, we got ourselves a, let's see, where is it going to be at? It's not going to be at the end, driven maybe? Let me see. No, I'll just look at Mitsubishi. Okay, well, okay, let me reorganize this real quick. Okay. So let's just go Mitsubishi, because I don't have a lot of them, but let's see what we got. Okay, so we got ourselves a 350 horsepower, like, supercar, I want to say? Advanced research. This car is very interesting. Let's see how much it would sell for. It's not even priced. Oh, it's a concept car, so of course it's not going to be priced, but still. I feel like this car would be pretty good. Don't know if I'd actually drive it though, because I have better options, but still a pretty good car. But with that said, thank you guys for watching. Next time on Gran Turismo 4, we will be taking on the Japanese 90s challenge, I want to say. So I'll see you guys then.